So you wanna be a picture book writer, then you gotta write picture books. And you're gonna need a bucket load of bright ideas for titles, plots, and hooks. If you're partial to prose or you're raring to rhyme, then repeat after me. It's a challenge, but I'm gonna tackle each story 1 month at a time with 12 by 12.
NOURA'S Crescent Moon. As the sun drifted toward the horizon, Noura's belly rumbled. After 29 days of Ramadan, tonight would be Eid, if the moon appeared. The smell of fried cumin wafted out through the kitchen window. Pakora sizzled in the fryer for that night's moon sighting iftar. Noura galloped into the kitchen. Papa was stirring sweet noodles in bubbling milk for the next morning's Eid breakfast. Yum! Noura swished pink syrup into cold water and milk, her iftar specialty, then poured the mixture into a bottle. This was Noura's first fast, and Mama had finally said she could go to the mountain and look for the new moon. She couldn't wait. Noura capped the bottle. "Let's go! I don't want to be late." "We won't be late," said Papa, tucking the bottles into a picnic basket. "And remember, very few people see the Eid moon. In all the years I went with my parents to find the new moon, I only saw it once, a tiny sliver."
Tell us just the publication journey that you had with this book. Is this the one that you submitted to agents? Is this the one that sold first? Like how long, how many revisions, all of that stuff?
I've lost touch. I've lost count of the number of revisions
Mhm.
with Noura. I initially started with a middle grade voice. It came to me in the shower, of all places. So go take more showers, I guess, everybody. Sit in the shower and just, sometimes I wish I had a drawing board. I've heard that there are out there that you can write on the glass with washable markers and you can use those to write your ideas. I wish I had done that. But it took several. I've lost count of how many revisions I did on this story before it got picked up. And it was start off as middle grade, and I really wanted to imagine. The way I started was imagining that I was there, and I think that helped me a lot. And trying to see the character from the child's point of view. So sometimes, yes, I will still get on the floor and crawl around on the floor, or put my head upside down on the sofa and then be afraid that I'm going to fall off, because it's important to see what the child sees to be able to write your story, whatever story you're writing. Lots of no's. I think my whole publication journey, before I got my yes, was over 100 no's, I think. And it was a different story that I think I had sent out, and it got interest, or was it Noura? I can't remember. But all these years of sending out stories and getting no's, and then I one day did a batch of like 21. I did a class with my current agent, and I sent out the batch, and I had one agent say she wanted it, and I was really excited, and I had a week. So and then I nudged all the agents, and they said, well, another one said yes, she wanted to represent me. But the person who had helped me with the initial story before Noura had not responded back to me. And she had liked it and told me, please query me after I'd taken a class with her. And so on a Friday, I had till Monday to give my answer. On a Friday, I emailed her and I said, hey, I don't know if you saw, I nudged you and sent out a notice saying that I've got an offer of representation. And she got back to me saying, oh, I didn't see that. And we talked, and because it had been a different story and she was great, I signed up with her, and it made complete sense because here was someone who had worked with for a few months, and I had seen how she worked and she had seen how I worked with revisions, so she picked me up. And that's Stephanie Fretwell Hill at Red Fox Literary. And then this story, as I said, 3 years or 4 years to write it. And then it was 9 months on submission, and then it got picked up by Candlewick at auction. And then I sat with my editor, Mary Lee Donovan, who's incredible. And we worked together and rewrote parts of it again, revision. She's an incredible editor. If anyone can get her, she's a dream. I mean, just a wonderful woman altogether, inside out. So we worked on it, and then here we are.
Do it together, so never you fear. It's a handy little way to help you kick into gear. You're amazing.